Head into one of Paddy Power's retail shops where you can watch all live UK and Ireland racing every day. Or head over to Ladbrokes, Coral and Betfred where you can watch Homes Under the Hammer.
Blimey, I thought there'd be some small talk after that. What do they call it? Terms and conditions. That caught me on the hop. It's Bruce Millington, Paul Keeley, David Jennings. And Paddy Power's Rob Catterson. We've looked at Saturday. Let's look at Sunday now. The UK action is Hereford, which should be okay. Fontwell, which might be a little bit dicey given the cold weather in the south of England. But the main event is over in Ireland. It's Leopardstown and the main event there, the 310. The ultra-competitive Coral.ie hurdle. There are 23 runners, and take us through the bet. We've got a hot favourite, haven't we, Rob?
Yeah, we sure do. It's a cracking renewal. We're 9-4 about Heartbreak City. Tony Martin's got the joint second favourite in Golden Spear at 8-1 with That's a Wrap. After Rain is 10s, 14-1. The name escapes me, an Ice Cold Soul, and it's 16's bar. Come on then, David Jennings. What's going to happen here?
Yeah, this is intriguing. It really is. Like Tom Siegel, who was price-wise, was looking for a quote from Tony Martin on Heartbreak City for the champion hurdle when he was doing his race. He's rated 125, and if Tom is looking for a quote because he's interested in the champion hurdle, he simply has to win this. And he could win it, but he's going to be a ridiculously short price. Do you want to back a horse that's going to be held up, that's going to need luck and running, that's going to need to jump well in a race like this at 9-4 shorter? It wouldn't be my cup of tea. He probably will win, but there's no value there, I don't think. There's too many question marks, as I said already. And I think the one that has crept in here under the radar is a stablemate, Golden Spear, who ran okay in Ascot. The ground went against him that day. Dennis O'Regan is back on board this time, and he rode him when he won the race in Listowel on, I think, his previous start over hurdles. He's a pretty good flat horse. He won at Leopardstown. 10 stone 2 with Dennis O'Regan creeping into it. I just think he's a bit of a better he's obviously doesn't have the same amount of ability as Heartbreak City, but there's not a huge amount between them either. And I just think he's a better jumper than Heartbreak City, so I'm going to go for Golden Spear.
Rob Catterson, who are you going to go for?
Yeah, Tony Martin's got 4 horses in this, and I'd say you could make a genuine case for all 4. A Golden Spear, again, he ran really well in Ascot. As David said, he just probably got caught out before staying on. But I'm going to take a real stab in the dark. I've been following this horse for 2 years. Gladiator King. He ran really well. I know what you're going to say, but I backed him at Leopardstown at Christmas, and just for a moment turning in, I said to myself, this lad has a chance. Now, he was 5th. He's only beaten a couple of lengths, but this lad has a big race in him, and he's right down at the bottom. Slippers Madden's on board. It's been a while since Tony Martin and JP had a big winner together. This lad, at a big price in his 20s, he's got a squeak.
OK, Rob, and don't forget your colleague Frank the Tank Hickey has been following After Rain all winter.
He has,
so
yeah.
It might, it might just be the day for After Rain. What's your big neg on Gladiator King then, David? We heard you make all sorts of disparaging noises there.
060685 would be my negative. He's just now he has ability and he's seriously well handicapped, but he's just
figures for a well-punted handicap.
Exactly, yeah.
Hurdle winner in Ireland, isn't it?
He's just one of these horses that he's a big talking horse. I think he dead heated one day with Prince of Scars in the maiden hurdle at Leopardstown, I think 2 years ago, and then it looked as though he was going to develop into a real, like, maybe they're just taking their time, but by God, they're taking a hell of a lot of time.
Okay, Keels, I think this you see this fairly straightforward, don't you?
Well, look, if Heartbreak City jumps, he wins. I mean, you have a look at his flat rating compared to his hurdles rating, and Steve Mason always said to me years ago, he said, if they transfer the full ability from the flat to jumps, then you add 50. Right, and he's 130.
That's a real Mick Fitzgerald line. That
he's 113 or something on the flat. So he should be 160. He should be a 160 hurdle. He's running off 125. Now, obviously, if he doesn't jump, then you can take off pounds for every single hurdle. So I would never bet short prices in that sort of race. I fell for Quick Jack, Tony Martin's, a few years ago. I mean, he's had 3 beaten favourites in this race in the last 10 years. And Quick Jack was 7-4. Didn't have as much in hand on his flat rating, but still didn't win. Before Rob spoke, I was going to say, what price are Tony Martin 1, 2, 3? Yeah. And I was going to put up the other one, Tudor City, as an each way shot of 25. I just think he's a horse that travels really well and might squeeze into the frame. Nothing more than that. But you know, if
he could be placed, he's a rogue.
Yeah. But he's a strong traveller. He'll get into the race. He'll probably get deep into the race before. But he obviously didn't find too much the last 2 times, did he?
Okay, to paraphrase the last 5 minutes, back the Tony Martin horses, not necessarily the Fav. 240, equally competitive. The Coral.ie Leopardstown Handicap Chase. 19 go to post for this. Have your odds compilers deigned to come up with a show yet, Rob, or do we have to wait a little for that one?
No, we've had betting all week and they've updated it. So as it stands, a Toy Phil is 9-2, Stellar Notion is 13-2. Then we've got Lake Takapuna at 7s, Vukovar with Davy Russell is 9s, and 12-1 Space Cadet after he was tipped up by someone earlier on today.
Okay, well, if the previous race was all about Tony Martin, I guess this is largely about Gordon Elliott, isn't it, DJ? I think he's got 7 runners. Will he train the winner?
Yeah, that's someone that Rob is talking about as me. I tipped him on the tipping pages today. Space Cadet was 14-1 yesterday. He's 12-1 now. My guess would be he'll go off 6s, 5s, maybe shorter. The thing about it is, and you might get fooled into this, Davy Russell obviously rides the horse, but there's no way he could do 10 stone 3. And then you say to yourself, well, why isn't Jack Kennedy riding it? But I think Jack has to ride the Gigginstown horse because Gigginstown have given him so many chances. I think he has to ride a Toy Phil. If he's given the opportunity of riding a Gigginstown horse, I think he has to ride it. And Johnny Burke rides out, who returns from injury. He's had a rotten run of injury, and I just think this could be in the stars. He's been at the race. He's a lovely fella. He's back from injury. He rides out in Gordon, so I'm hoping that Gordon has said to him, look, I have one for you. Get you back in the spotlight, Space Cadet. I think he's very well handicapped off 133. He's only had 3 starts over fences. His first handicap was at Punchestown before Christmas, and he had top weight that day, and he ran an absolute cracker. He was second. He's gone up £3 for that. I think this trip is his optimum. I think this has been the plan. Gordon has won every single bloody valuable handicap chase there is going this year. He won the Paddy Power with Noble Endeavour, who's also owned by Chris Jones. I just think everything is in Space Cadet's favour, Bruce.
I tell you what, that was phenomenal. Did not miss a beat there, did he? That was about 8,000 words in 90 seconds. Well played, DJ. Superb. Right, Rob Catson, we'll go to you for your verdict on this one.
Right, well, yeah, I was obviously going to talk about Space Cadet, but I won't tip him up because DJ has Stellar Notions, a horse who I thought ran really well in the Paddy Power at Christmas. That was over 3. Back to 2-5. Henry de Bromhead and David Mullins got a really good strike rate. I think David's ridden more winners for Henry than any other jockey. He's a front runner. You'll get a real good run for your money, and he could be hard to catch. Stellar Notion.
What about you, Kills? 12-year-old Roly Baby, Willie Mullins, Ruby Walsh.
No, not for me. I'm very interested to see what happens in the market with Vukovar because he was a very, very promising horse a couple of years ago. He's obviously had this big layoff, but he's £8 lower than he was, and he had the potential to be a lot better than 152. Now he's running off 144. First time out in $100,000 handicap. It's one of those. He'll get smashed or he'll drift like a barge and come nowhere. So keep an eye on the barge on that. He'd be the one that interests me the most.
DJ, talk us through York Hill's task in the 2:10. Is it a penalty kick or is it a severe examination?
It is probably a penalty kick, but it's a good race, and we get to find out just what he's like.
Okay, we'll come to Kills. He's saying lay. Go on. We'll go with you, DJ.
You go.
You go and have your dinner. You go and have your dinner, Kills, and then when DJ's finished, you can tell us why your Kills are late.
In first as well.
Go read another few chapters of that book. There's 2 horses in here rated 148. You've got Gangster, who Willie Mullins used to train, and you've got Annabelle Fly, who went off favoured for the Feltham or the Cotto Star Novice Chase at Kempton and ran an absolute shocker. It looked like he pulled a muscle that day, Annabelle Fly, but I spoke to Tony afterwards and he said the ground was just too quick for him. It's not going to be that much slower, I don't think, at Leopardstown, so he was very disappointing. He is a good horse, though. If he came back to his best, he'd give York Hill a race. Like, York Hill, he is exceptional, and he looked exceptional in beating Yanworth in the Neptune last year. He should win, but if you're, I can't see why he should be 2-7 or 2-9 or whatever he's likely to be. He will be given a test here, and he's not going to win this race by 20 lengths. I think he'll win, but I think he'll probably make hard work of it. And I'd probably back Gangster without. He didn't do a whole lot wrong. I know he has some won over fences, but he didn't do a whole lot wrong when he was just beaten in a beginner's chase at Christmas. And it'd be Gangster without for me. Rob, any inkling as to what price you think York Hill will be for this?
Yeah, again, we've had this price up most of the week. He's 1-3.
Oh, there you go. More than an inkling. That's what he is.
And Annabelle Flies 5s and Gangster 7s.
Okay, and Kills, why is York Hill a lay?
I just got one of those feelings that this is a horse that isn't going to fulfil its potential just a little bit worried about him. Obviously, that Cheltenham form was really good, even if Yanworth wasn't quite at his best when Alan King was out of form. But hung left, jump left at Aintree, hung left at Punchestown, jump left on his Chase debut. I just have a feeling that there's something not quite right with him, and at some point, he's going to get rolled over at very short odds, and I'm going to be against him when he is.
OK, one horse each to back on Sunday. The name of the horse, the name of the race, the name of the meeting. Rob Catterson.
OK, I'll go for Capital Force in the second race. Ruby's on board. He's got a really good strike rate for Henry de Bromhead. I think he'll win that.
Is there anything more specific on the time? 1:40. There we go. You lot don't use times in Ireland. It's the novice hurdle or the second or the last. DJ.
The 140 at Leopardstown, same race as Rob. I'm going to take him on with Harold Pito, Alan Fleming and Dennis O'Regan. Lovely flat horse for Ken Condon. They've taken their time with him, and I just loved his run at Christmas. I thought it was a stepping stone for more to come. And Capital Force didn't settle at Christmas.
Which part of one horse, one race, one time do you not understand?
Yeah, I don't like these judges, right, that give names a horse. You see tipping sites, the name of the horse. I want to know why people fancy the horse.
If you had a tipping line, mate, it would cost about 38 quid to get to find out what you've had for breakfast. Never mind what the first bloody tip was. Anyway. Keels, what's your Sunday best?
Can I waffle on now?
No.
Hereford, 350. Old boy, Renard, trained by Venetia Williams, 12-year-old. Second to Bears Wales on his last run last year. Winner, second and fourth, all won since and gone up the handicap. I know he's getting on, but the youngest horse in the race is 9 and they're all exposed. OK,
weekend plans. Rob Catson, what are you up to?
Yeah, working all weekend.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, that's nice. Is it a good vibe on Saturday and Sunday? Do you wear different clothes or do you wear the office wear? Do you put your jeans and your trainers on?
More low key at the weekend, and it's a good weekend to be working, I think.
OK, DJ. Now, when are you going to finally get round to proposing to the lovely Aoife?
Yeah, it looks like it's in the running order
how
for
long
the next couple of months.
How long have you been with her now?
Nearly 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, but see, I'm 31 now, so I'm getting on a bit. But
Perfect
speaking
age.
of Aoife, much will depend. My weekend plans will depend much on her because she's sick at the moment. She's got...
Oh, dear.
Yeah, she's a sore throat, she has a cough, she has the flu, she's a sore ear. Everything that could be possibly wrong with her is wrong with her. So if she's sick tomorrow, I might be able to play a football match. And
looking forward to it then, yeah.
So, and
let's hope it doesn't clear up then, eh?
If she's also sick on Sunday, I might sneak off to Leopardstown as well.
All right, so you're really going to look after her. Will you marry me, yeah? You're supposed to be looking after her.
Aoife, by the way,
nursing her.
Blimey, this is something. You're getting slagged off for neglecting your missus by Paul Keeley, the man who dreamt up phantom weeks off work so he could go and play golf. Keels, so you've had your first week back. How was it? Straight back into it?
Yeah, straight back into it. Nice to get a couple of winners on the board because I hadn't tipped any for quite a while. So, yeah, good.
Hang on,
they were two great
Whoa, headline news. You've got jeans
loads
on.
Loads of pairs of jeans. I just don't wear blue jeans. You know that.
Are they not dark blue?
No.
Why would you not wear a pair of blue jeans?
I don't like them.
You've never worn blue jeans?
Never worn blue jeans in my life, no.
Right, so what are you doing this weekend? You working?
I am working tomorrow and I have no idea what I'm doing Sunday yet.
No? OK. Heavy drinking tonight?
It's a possible. I had a bit of a heavy one Wednesday night, mine. So.
I'm all right. You're on a slippery slope when you're having Wednesday night benders. OK, gang, thank you very much indeed for your expertise. Join us on Monday when no less a big name than Sam Twiston-Davis will be wrapping up how he got on the new one, looking ahead to Cheltenham. And then on Tuesday, our Cheltenham Anti-Post Postcast series continues when we look at the Gold Cup. So if you like the Racing Post Postcast, do be sure to rate and subscribe on iTunes. Thank you very much for joining us.
The Racing Postcast in association with Paddy Power. They prize support UK and Irish racing the night before.